Patty, and welcome to our presentation. I am Brianna, and I think I can speak on behalf of everyone here that we are thrilled to have you here with us. All semester long, we've been working on new ideas and creative ways to get more clientele at Release Yoga and also establish the ones that you've already have at Release Yoga and just have their enjoyment as well. And thank you again for being here with us. And next, I will introduce Amelia to summarize the interview with you. Thank you.
Hi Patty, my name is Amelia and I'm going to be talking to you about the interview that Ashley and McKenna did with you first. So through this interview we found out that your primary tool of advertising is the Release Yoga website. You also use word of mouth, annual surveys, print flyers, and social media is used by Facebook and Instagram. We also found out for your budget that you do not want to spend more than $300 to $500 per month for advertising, and that you are already spending $30 to $80 per month for your newspaper, your flyers, and Release Yoga's website. We also found out through the interview that you do have an untapped market in your demographic. So this is the part where you said real men do yoga and that men is that untapped market that you have not been able to reach. Fortunately, though, the men for your clientele that are doing yoga are very loyal, so we came up with our ad plan a way for you to target the men primarily to get them to come in to Release Yoga, whereas you do have a demographic of 45-year-old females that are coming into Release, and that with your clientele there is 90% women, but unfortunately they are more coming and going. And then last, for your demographic, you do have mostly college students. So these students are having issues with payment for you. I remember reading that in Ashley and McKenna's notes, but their age range is 18 to 24 primarily, and then for the adults was 30 to 45. So getting into our research that Brianna did, the average yoga practitioner is a woman. She is between her mid-30s and she's practicing about 3 to 5 times per week. So she is using this as a release to get away from the stress and anxiety of her life, and then she is using yoga for less than 2 years. So the person hasn't been doing it for very long. But pulling this graph from MSNBC, we were able to emphasize, which is great for you in your studio and expanding your clientele, that from the year 2004 to 2012, there has been a huge increase of people that are practicing yoga. So $3 billion was spent on yoga in 2004, whereas in 2012, it was $10.3 billion. That's a huge jump, which is great for you. So using all of the research that we did, we were able to then transition into intercept interviews. So this was what Erin and I did, and we actually came up with a survey and we just went out and we talked to people and had them fill it out for us. So out of the 14 female participants and the 17 male participants, there were 28 that were willing to practice yoga, and then there were 8 that were not willing. So we just wanted to give you the feedback of what the men were saying, since that is our target market of who we're trying to get to come to Release. And the ones that did not want to said that it was a chicks workout or that men don't do yoga. So that goes along with what you said, that men do yoga. Whereas the ones who did want to do it, they said it was good for health benefits and that it looks cool and it's just extra exercise that they could already add in to their exercise that they're already doing. So taking all of this together, we then were able to come up with an STP strategy, which Erin is going to go over with you now.
Hi Patty, my name is Aaron and I'm going to talk to you about our segmentation strategy, who we chose to target, and how we're going to position your studio to reach that target market. As far as segmentation is concerned, we use demographic segmentation, which is segmentation based on age and gender. We also use psychographic segmentation, which is segmentation based on their lifestyles, their interests, and their hobbies. And we also use geographic segmentation because during our intercept interviews, we found that people didn't really want to travel more than 10 miles to reach a studio, so that geographic segmentation keeps us local to areas surrounding your studio. Our primary target group is males because you said that you want to get more males into the studio because overall they're more profitable. Their age range is 30 to 34 years old. Psychographically, they're very health conscious and they're likely to be former athletes because they're active and like to have an active, healthy lifestyle. Our secondary target group is your current clientele, which are females ages 30 to 44 years old. They're also very health conscious and they're likely to be busy moms, whether they're working or they're stay-at-home moms. And to position your studio towards the men, we want the studio to be a place that welcomes men, a very friendly atmosphere, and to kind of go off that vibe that real men do yoga and that your studio will kind of help men ease themselves into yoga and get a better understanding of what yoga is about. Like you said earlier in our interview, your female demographic views your studio as a sanctuary where they can get away from their busy lives and just relax and kind of detox from all the stress that they have. And Ashley is going to talk to you about your media and messaging strategy.
Hello, I'm Ashley Goff. I'm here to talk to you about your media and your message strategy. The primary media strategy is your social media and your website. We recommend that you continue using these because they are both low cost or no cost. Right now we know that there are some budget restrictions, but if that expands in the future, we suggest that you use the newspaper and the radio to advertise release. The newspaper is going to reach the people in your zip code, and it also gives you the opportunity to explain the greater details of the studio, such as your chiropractic, your massage therapies, on top of the various classes you offer. The radio, it does have short deadlines, so you could easily call them and set something up, and then it would be on the radio, within a couple hours. With that as well, it promotes brand recognition. It uses repetition. Your messages would be short and simple, but you would repeat your studio name. For the message strategy, we find that it would be crucial to use reason why ads. This is going to present the benefits of yoga, so those that are non-practitioners, are curious or anxious, they can learn a little bit about what is yoga. They don't know anything about it. And then you want to use verbiage that's going to cater to your male audiences. You want to say things such as sculpts muscles, builds muscle, enhances athletic performance. That type of verbiage is going to catch the eye or the ears of the male clientele. And you also need to go beyond persuading the male audience, saying, come to release, come to release. Okay, well, why do you need to come to release? What makes it a safe place? So you want to explain that it is a welcoming environment, that it's judge-free, it's for every gender and every body type. There is no yoga body. So that's the more bold approach or blunt. You could do a less obvious approach and use male testimonials. You could use your male yoga instructors. They could say something on the Facebook perhaps, or you could use males in your print ads. This is an example of the radio ad. The beginning says, listen up, guys. So here we're directly talking to the male audience and trying to catch their attention. And then it also uses repetition to promote brand recognition. You say release yoga twice in that, and that will give a chance to catch their ears twice. And these next segments are going to be various print ads that we did. This is the less obvious approach. Here we're just using men in the photos just to show, okay, men do yoga. The one on your left, this is where we're using that verbiage that's going to cater to men, such as sculpting muscles. And then the photo on your left, or your right, I'm sorry, we just simply use the gender signs to portray that both men and women can do yoga. And up next, we're going to have McKenna, and she's going to give a little bit of information on the alternative promotional strategies.
Hi, I'm McKenna, and I will be talking about alternative promotional strategies. Starting with incentives, we suggest a discount for first-time visitors, a loyalty program, and pre-registered discounts. The discount for first-time visitors can be a percentage off a class or mat rentals, and this will help persuade customers to take that last step. It gives perception of added value. The loyalty program will show existing clients appreciation, and it reinforces their purchase. It can be a system that awards points for buying things like merchandise or bringing in new clients. The pre-register discounts is what we came up with to help with the low enrollment issues. It encourages people to sign up for multiple classes. You can do like a buy one, get one, and that will help with classes getting canceled because of low enrollment issues. Next is point of purchase. For this, we suggest a T-stand display in the shape of a tree that is in the logo. And on that, we suggest listing the health benefits to tie in Release's emphasis on healthy living. Next is the event sponsorship. You want to pick an event that's going to draw people from your target market. For this, we picked the Akron Marathon Race Series. There's a health and fitness expo held the day before the race. This will establish the emotional connection and make people want to take part in Release by giving face-to-face interaction. We suggest there that you hand out pamphlets with information on classes, and also get contact info by giving out little freebies like pens and calendars with the logo on it. Also, to tie in the community garden, seed packets. And then for a fun kind of like to get people engaged, a contest with prizes like planking contest so you can hold one the longest, just something to get people engaged with Release. And then stretching sessions like 10-minute classes to show how to stretch properly, or even 10-minute massage chairs for the chiropractic aspect of Release. And that's the end of the presentation. We thank you for allowing us to share our ideas with you. We had a lot of fun coming up with the ad plan. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.